you all talk a lot about value based pricing, and this is a topic that you discuss extensively. So can you like explain like how this approach different from traditional pricing models, and why it's beneficial for entrepreneurs to define that like they have to work on their value, not just their product pricing?
The origins of hourly based pricing comes from our long tradition of measuring worth against time or effort. And what we start to realize is that it's a poor measurement of what it is that we do and why we buy anything. The example I like to give to people is when you have a job to do, repair a roof, fix a leaky pipe or a faucet, or to build a garden, you're not really trying to measure this person against time, because if I don't get the result that I want, taking more time is actually a worse situation for me. Whereas if I get what I want and you do it in less time, it's worth more to me. Here's the classic scenario. Years ago, I think it was around 2006 or 2007, I bought a building, and the building needed to be completely gutted, and we have to put in a shell and a core. We have to revise the roof, put in air conditioning, electricity, and then build out the office. And my contractor said it's going to take about a year to do this. And I was thinking, well, let's not take more than a year, because every month that goes by, I'm paying mortgage on a building that I cannot use. I'm also paying property tax on a building I can't use. So as the project goes in, we also put into the contract every month or day it goes beyond the specified date that you promised to deliver this, you're going to have to pay me. So there's a penalty clause, and they have to accept that if they want to work with me. Otherwise, I'm going to work with someone else. So in an instance like this, you can see very clearly the incentive is for them to finish, do a great job, but do it on time and keep things moving along. Since I don't know how to build a building, I don't know how to do electrical and plumbing, it's on them to manage the project well, not on me. So if they manage it well, they're going to get paid whatever they bid. And if they manage it poorly, they're going to lose money because they're going to have to pay me for missing the deadline. We can understand that, right? Like no one wants to pay for a building they
Yes.
cannot use and that they're paying mortgage and taxes on. So I can even incentivize them with a bonus to say, if you finish 3 months early, the money that I'm going to save in terms of being able to use the space, I'm happy to give you some of it. So now we switch into the creative role here. We say like, okay, and it's a weird anomaly that I think grew out from attorneys. Somewhere attorneys switched from billing against the value of a project to hourly billing. And because they are seen as professional people, this practice got adopted by lots of industries, including ours. And so now when we talk about creating a project for somebody, let's say a logo or website, we charge them based on how many hours we think it's going to take. And this is a real problem now because it doesn't account for experience, for the X factor of like whether I'm well known or if I've got a long history of doing great work, or if the design is subjectively better than someone else's design. We're just measuring one thing, time. This is why we have to have a different conversation around how to charge for things and not base it on time.
Man, there's a lot of things. And even the story, when you share that one story, that is really deep and powerful. If somebody can understand that, they can define like whatever I'm charging, how I'm charging it, and the way I'm charging it. That's a really deep story.